This isn't your normal Mustang. It's lower, it has a custom wheel and tire package on it, and a few other visual upgrades. But if we look under the hood, this is upgraded with a Supercharger by Edelbrock. It's a TVS 2650 DP3C. Doing some research, these Superchargers are used in a wide variety of Coyote engines, as well as Chevy LS's and Hemi-powered Mopar products. Need to do a little bit of research, but this specific upgrade, there's a stage 1 that I think brings it up to like 637 horsepower, and a stage 2 that gets it close to 800 horsepower. Not sure which one it is, but just assuming it's a stage 1, you know, 600 plus horsepower is a huge upgrade versus the 460 or so horsepower this makes when it's stock. This thing's absolutely beautiful. 2021, only 6,000 miles. Hi, this is Joe from Scarff Ford. Today we're going to talk about this 2021 Supercharged Mustang GT. Let's dive in. This thing is absolutely stunning. I love the way it looks in white. The gold wheels is a nice contrast. We have a nice aftermarket roll bar. Beautiful two-tone interior. It also has a lowering kit on it, so it's got a nice stanced appearance. This thing sounds absolutely amazing. It's scary to some, and the amount of power makes it scary too. This is a vehicle not for the faint of heart. This is a vehicle that can bite you back if you don't behave yourself. It has electronic nannies, stability, and traction control, but those things can't overcome the laws of physics or stupidity, so you really need to behave yourself on public roads and even on track days, or you can get in trouble. But if you find a lot of cars boring, some people like to be scared a little bit. And this is a car that can scare you. So you need to really know what you're doing to get behind the wheel of a vehicle like this. But for those who can handle the power, who can handle all the potential this thing has, it is also very rewarding and a whole lot of fun. Obviously with 6,000 miles, this thing is in near pristine condition. Of course, it has a 6-speed manual. Obviously, Ford makes an amazing 10-speed automatic transmission, but come on. What a better way to enjoy a vehicle like this than a manual gearbox. This 6-speed gearbox is absolute joy. Roaring through the gears, hearing that exhaust system, the whine of the Supercharger. It is an exhilarating driving experience, that perfect rev match downshift, that perfect clutch engagement. To me, a manual gearbox triples, quadruples the fun. You know, obviously in stop and go traffic, if you're gonna commute in it, maybe you don't know how to drive a manual, maybe you have a physical condition that prevents you from driving a manual, but if you can, it's not hard to learn, and like I said, it doubles and triples the fun. You know, all these automatic transmissions, you know, that they have, or like a 10-speed automatic transmission that they have in, you know, the Mustang GT these days. It's fantastic, and it's actually quicker than a manual in a lot of ways, but it's not as fun. Who cares if you go a 1/10 of a second faster to 0 to 60? What matters to me is how much fun I'm having driving on roads. I'm not racing anybody, I'm having fun. And this is a whole lot of fun, in my opinion. We have a copy of the original build sheet. This one obviously is very nicely equipped, aside from the aftermarket add-ons. And on top of that, being a convertible, we still have some nice weather. What wonderful way to enjoy a vehicle like this unobstructed by a roof, and even better to hear that exhaust system unobstructed by a roof. We have the premium trim on this one, premium floor mats, Ford Safe and Smart package, adaptive cruise control, navigation package. This has a GT Performance package, which a lot of people love, giving you upgraded wheels, but obviously this has aftermarket wheels. But more importantly, you get a nice Brembo brake package, a 3.73 torsion rear axle, along with a few other Go Fast add-ons. Then we have the active valve performance exhaust system. I think this might have an aftermarket exhaust system on it. It looks like it could be aftermarket. Engine block heater. And then we have the upgraded audio system, $1,000 B&O system, 12 speakers. We have these nice analog gauges, nice completely digital gauge cluster, and we have drive mode selectors right here. You can make changes to the steering. That'll change the steering effort, or you can change drive modes completely. So we have snow and wet, then we have normal, then we have Sport Plus. And we can see that the gauge cluster changes to Select and Sport Plus. Then we have track. This will shut off the traction control, so this is where you gotta really be careful, especially with this much power. And if the roads are a little wet, cold tires, you're gonna have a bad time if you are not knowing what you're doing in track mode. And then we have a drag strip mode, but we'll put it right back in normal. Normal's perfectly fine. Navigation system, rear parking camera, keyless ignition with push button start. The top's easy to use, just have this button right here. And the top goes up and down in like 10 seconds, really fast, really easy to use. Just latch it down like that and boom, we now got a top. Top's in great shape as expected with such low miles. A little black little spoiler in the trunk. We also have these kind of covers that you can put on the top when it's down, just to cut down on wind noise. Just kind of gives it a nice cleaner look. There's a subwoofer for the audio system. Well, there you have it. One beautiful example of a Mustang. The Supercharger, the parts alone, the stage 1 I think was like 8,000, the stage 2 is like 12,000. That doesn't include labor. So if you want a Mustang with a Supercharger, it's a lot cheaper to buy one with it already installed versus buying a stock one and spending like 10, 15 grand for parts and labor to have one installed in the stock one. This only has 6,000 miles. It's been serviced and checked by a Ford certified tech. We stand behind it. It comes with a 5-day return policy. Pretty good. And obviously this video, you might be watching 5 years in the future, so it might just be for information purposes. It might not be available for sale now. But yeah, if someone's looking for a Mustang, wants a Supercharger, this is a great package. I love the combination. I love the color combination. Love the way it sounds. The Mustang's an American icon. It'll never go out of style. You'll get looks and compliments wherever you go. Thanks so much. We're Scarff Ford. We've been in business 103 years, proudly serving the greater Seattle-Tacoma area. Located in Auburn, Washington, we sell new Fords, new Isuzus, and a very wide variety of pre-owned vehicles, and a very wide variety of Mustangs. We love Mustangs here. We have lots of new ones and lots of pre-owned ones. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.